lovely yogis. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with me wherever you are in your day. What I'd like to share with you is a practice for a slow flow. So this idea of slowing down, of taking some more time for yourself, of tuning into the body and just stepping back a little bit. That idea of changing our perspective as if we're looking down on ourselves and just taking a moment to realize what's best for you. So when you're ready, you can start lying down. You can find any comfortable lying down position. Before we do go down, although sorry if you're already there, I always do this in my classes, you know me. Before we do go down, you've probably seen already, I've got some bricks here, some yoga blocks. I've also got a bolster and a couple of blankets. You might need each of these things. Just if you don't have any yoga blocks, books, hefty books can do quite well. If you don't have a bolster, a pillow is absolutely fine. And just to help make our practice that just a bit more accessible, a bit more comfortable. So when you're ready, rolling down onto your backs. If you want a bit more support, you could always slide a pillow underneath the knees, or you can have the feet wide, allow the knees to knock in together. You can bring the hands onto the belly or by the sides. And let's just arrive. And scanning through your body. Just noticing what is moving there. How are you feeling in this moment? And accepting whatever is. When you're ready, you can arrive into the breath. So we can start to deepen every inhale through the nose, every exhale out through the nose, but if you ever want to, you can sigh that out as well. When you're ready, bringing the hands to the belly. And we'll start to find a lovely grounding belly breath. So as you breathe in, allow your belly to float up towards the sky. As you breathe out, consciously draw it back down. And keep breathing in this way, feeling the lower back soften as you breathe out. I'm going to try and keep the energy levels throughout our practice quite low. And finding that kind of spaced out approach. So feeling with every exhale, any tension that was in the body, just melting away. And I imagine this in my mind as well. When things get a little bit too much, taking a few deep breaths into my belly, imagining my thoughts like clouds and they just part with every breath. And I imagine that the space behind my forehead becomes clear, like blue skies. And you can tap into this belly breath whenever you need in the next 40 minutes or so, to help anchor ourselves back into the body and come back into this space of stillness. So when you're ready, we can start waking the body up and take a moment to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Circling the wrists and circling the ankles. If there are any other movements that you'd like to take as well, please feel free to take them. You don't have to limit yourself to what I'm saying. Could be anything different as well. This is just my go-to. Lovely, and then taking the hands all the way up over the head. Let's extend the legs out away from us. Imagine that you're being pulled out through your fingertips, pulled out through your toes, and take a full body stretch. Trace your breath all the way up the length of the body as you breathe in up to the hands. As you breathe out down to the feet. And then moving your body into a banana shape. This is such a lovely stretch. Walking the hands over to the left-hand side. Keep your shoulders on the floor. Walk your feet also over to the left-hand side. Keep both your hips on the floor. So we make a banana shape with the body. You could take a hold of the right wrist with the left hand if you wanted to. And you could also cross the right foot up and over the left leg. We feel a lovely stretch all the way down the right side. Imagine that you send your breath to that place, just willing it to soften a little bit more. And then all the way into centre, over to the other side. So walk the feet to the right. I've got blocks in the way, kick them out of the way. Arms over to the right. Maybe crossing the left foot up and over, maybe taking a hold of the left wrist with the right hand. And enjoy this stretch down to the left side. Sending your breath to that place, finding softness. And then all the way into centre, let's bring the knees into the chest and give ourselves a huge hug. So you can bring your hands behind the thighs or over the knees. And take a little rock from side to side. You could circle around with the knees. You can go in one direction and the other. And all the way into centre. Let's pop the left foot down to the floor, send the right foot up into the sky. The knee doesn't have to go straight, the leg doesn't have to go straight. You could have a little bend in the knee, but starting to find an extension in the back of this right leg. Bring the hands behind the thigh or behind the calf. Keep using the energy of the leg to draw it towards being as straight as it can go. Soften the shoulders. Plant that left foot. And let's see if we can really ground down through the lower back. No unnecessary tension in the body. So we really direct our energy to this place, to the back of the right leg. If you want to, you can move in the right foot as well, just to keep it going, keep it warming up. Sending your breath down the back of the leg. Again, imagining softness and space. And then we can take this right foot, keep your left leg as it is, and cross the right foot up and over the left leg, just underneath the knee, at about ankle level. Flex that right foot really strongly, and then gently encourage the knee away, not using your hands, but using the energy of your hip now in your right leg. So coming into reclining pigeon, practice this within your own limits, within your own space. You can stay just like this. You could gently bring your right hand onto the inside of your right thigh and just encourage it away. Don't ever push on the knee. And then you can take any other variation that you know. I will guide you through one variation. So we can walk the left foot in towards us. We can lift the left heel off of the floor. Feel that lovely connection to the floor with the lower back. You could stay here, you can keep your right hand on the thigh. You could also lift your left foot off of the floor and start to draw the knee in towards you. So you'll feel this stretch down around the outside of the right hip. And just listen to it. Imagine that you're breathing love into that hip, you're breathing space into that hip. If you want to, you could thread your hands through the triangle gap in between your thighs and take the hands behind the left thigh. Make sure the shoulders are soft, the neck is soft. Keep the legs as they are, but pop the left foot down to the floor again. We'll open the arms out into a T shape, and again taking care of your body, taking care as you twist, that you engage in the belly. And we'll send the feet, or the foot rather, the right foot, over to the left hand side. Keep that knee lifted, so you keep that little bit of energy there. Keep the chest going towards the sky. If you want a deeper stretch, obviously you can tuck in a little bit more. And then let's release and come all the way out into center. We'll do all of that on the other side. So the right foot plants down, the left foot goes up into the sky, hands behind the thigh. You can move the left foot if you want to, keep it moving. Find that energy in the left leg. Everywhere else is soft. Settling into this hamstring stretch. And we imagine that we breathe space down the back of the left leg. And keeping the face soft as well, so no tension in the face. Just a little inward smile. And then we can release this left foot, we'll cross it over the right thigh, just underneath the knee at ankle level on the left side. Gently encourage that knee away from you without using your hands. So you find that activity here. You can stay here, you could use the left hand on the left thigh. You could take any of the other stages that we've already done on the other side, so you can walk that right foot in, you can lift the right heel. You could also lift the right foot completely off the floor, enjoying that connection to the floor of the lower back. You can bring the hands in, don't ever push on this knee, but you could bring the hands behind the right thigh. Keep flexing the left foot, so it's got to be engaged and energized, protecting that knee again. Keep the shoulders soft, keep the neck soft. And of course, if you know any other variation, feel free to take this. Lovely. And then when you're ready, popping the right foot down, keep the left leg as it is, and going over to the right hand side. So we pop the left foot down to the floor, and the arms out in a T shape. And keep sending that left knee up to the sky. If you want to deepen the stretch, bring the right knee in and up, higher. And taking care as you twist in the belly. And then slowly releasing, unraveling all the way into center. And when we get to center, we'll start to find a journey up to seated. So you can rock yourself up, you can push yourself up. Place it into any comfortable seat, but it might be cross-legged. Again, you can sit on a pillow. If you've got one close by, you can elevate your hips onto a bolster as well. Just coming into a few side bends. And bring the hands down onto the thighs, onto the knees. Let's have the palms face down for a little bit more grounding. Roll the shoulders away from the ears and sit up tall. And just take a moment to arrive here. Tracing into the breath, maybe into that belly breath again. When you're ready, opening the eyes. Okay. So let's just take the hands all the way out and up with a deep breath in. As you exhale, palms together, bring that down into the heart space. And we'll do this twice more. Really reach out and up into the heart space. And again, last one, out and up. And into the heart space. And come all the way out and up. And this time take a hold of the left wrist with the right hand. Exhale over to the left hand side. Sorry, the right wrist with the left hand. And then over to the left hand side. All the way up into center. Switch your hands over. So now take a hold of the left wrist with the right hand and go over to the right hand side. And just iron out any kinks in the back. All the way up into center. Take the left hand down, the right hand up and over. And if you're elevated, it could just be fingertips. Be really gentle with yourself. Remembering that softness that we want to keep finding in our practice. As we change to the other side, we take this top hand, your right hand down. Take a lovely rounding in the center and go over to the other side. So right hand down, left hand up over the head. And then just come from side to side in your own time. Exhale as you come down. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale as you come down. Inhale as you lift up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Inhale up. If you want to deepen and you're elevated on a bolster, feel free to move the bolster away from the sitting bones. You can sit down. I can make this deeper, tracing all the way along the floor. Again, if you come to my classes, you know that I absolutely love this movement. Just bringing a bit of freedom into the body. It's almost like a dance. And just take one more each side, over to the left, over to the right, and then all the way up and into center. Lovely. Releasing, swing around onto our hands and knees. So you can just take a moment to get used to weight bearing on the hands, spread the fingers wide. Push the floor away. And we'll take our cat-cow from here. So take an inhale, belly down, heart forwards. As you exhale, round the spine, tailbone down. This is your angry cat pose. Take an inhale into cow. Then exhale into cat. Inhale, heart forwards. Even though the belly drops, keep drawing the navel in. Exhale and round. Squeeze the ribs together. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. And once more lifting. And once more rounding. All the way down into center and finding that neutral tabletop position. Okay, so we're going to take a movement with our legs now that we will take first of all on all fours and then test out from downward facing dog as well. Again, you don't need to take it from downward facing dog if it doesn't feel right for you this morning. The movement is this, so we send our right foot out behind us and let's lift the foot off of the floor, just come forwards a little bit. Lifting the foot off the floor. Flex the foot down towards the floor so you're not kind of stacking one hip on top of the other. They stay nice and steady in center. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, draw the knee into your chest as high as you can. Inhale, draw it backwards like you're being pulled back. Keep flexing the foot. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, draw it back. Exhale, draw it in. So we take 3 like this. Then we go back out. This time, as you exhale, draw the knee into your chest, but then cross it across to your left elbow. Take an inhale all the way back and out. Exhale, cross. Inhale, out. Last one. Exhale, in. Inhale, out. 3 more this side, but as you exhale, take the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, out. Exhale in, building some fire. Inhale out. Exhale in. Last one out. Pop the foot down, the knee down. Let's sit back into a child's pose. So just noticing any difference between sides. Melting the chest down towards the floor. Reach the hands out. If you need to, you can circle your wrists here. And when you're ready, lifting back up from all fours. Left leg out behind you. Deep breath in. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale out. 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 3 times across the body. Exhale. Inhale out. Exhale. Inhale out. Exhale, last one across. Inhale out. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale. Last one. And back. And lower down. And child's pose if you want to, or maybe just sitting back, taking a roll through the wrists. So, we're not going to do 3 and 8 each place now. We're going to come up to downward facing dog. We'll do 1 in each place. Feel free, if you don't want to take it from downward facing dog, or if you try it and you don't have the energy, stay, or if it's not right for you, and come back down to all fours, or child's pose as a moment to rest and recharge. So when you're ready, tucking the toes, lifting up into downward facing dog. We take a moment to arrive here, so you can bend 1 knee at a time. Arrive into your strength, but also see if you can find softness in the spine. No unnecessary tension, so we're finding that power, we're finding that energy, but we're also moving through it with grace and stillness and control. When you're ready, just step the left foot ever so slightly over to the right hand side. Lift the right foot into the sky. You don't have to send it very high, but don't send the toes out to the side. Keep the toes going down. You don't have to flex the foot, but you might want to for a bit of energy. We take a deep breath in. As we exhale, curl forwards, 3-legged plank. Take the knee to the chest. Inhale out. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale out. Sorry, I promised we'd only do 1 in each place, but we've done 2 there now. So let's come all the way in, exhale, knee across the chest. Got carried away. All the way out and up. As you exhale, right knee, right elbow. All the way out. And take that foot down. Now we're going to have to match it the other side, sorry. We take the left foot up into the sky. Keep the toes going down towards the floor. Doesn't have to be very high. Find an active downward facing dog, but no unnecessary tension. So just take a moment to find that softness. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to chest. and back. Changing. Exhale, knee in and across your body. Inhale. Exhale, knee in and out to the left elbow. All the way up. Left foot down. And then travel to the top of your mat. Walk the feet forwards. Whew. Sorry about that. So we can take one hand to each elbow and just find a right elbow. If you were taking this from all fours, you can travel up as well. Just take a moment to sway from side to side, framing the head with the arms. Lovely, just shining the heart forwards. Let's bring the elbows onto the thighs, bring the hands together, and just find this sort of high squat. Drawing backwards through the sitting bones. See if you can lift your toes and then grip the floor. Release and roll up to standing. Feet nice and wide. When you get here, just rolling the shoulders up and back and down. And releasing any tension in the body. So we're going to take a lovely slow flow now. It's going to be an additive flow. Obviously that's up to you, just as before. You might not want to change it as you repeat it, maybe you want it to stay the same. So you might need your 2 blocks or your 2 books if you're going to use them now. Just get them ready at the top of your mat here. And we'll bring the feet a little bit closer together. Bringing the hands into the heart space. First of all, just finding a little bit of energy in the body again. So the same way that we did hands out and up and in when we were seated. I'm going to take a movement like that here to just embody the expanse of our breath. So the hands into the heart space. Connect the thumbs to the sternum. Take a deep breath in. Open your arms out wide. Shine your heart forwards. As you exhale, give yourself a hug. Take your right arm over your left arm. Inhale, come out. Exhale, hug left arm over right. Inhale. Exhale, hug right over left. Inhale. Exhale, left over right. Let's just take a moment here. You can keep hugging with left over right. Lift your elbows a little bit further towards your face. And just take a bend from side to side. Doesn't have to be very controlled, just let any tension go. Open your arms right over left and do the same. Lifting the elbows, a little sway from side to side. And then release all the way into center. Hands down by your sides. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. And just let yourself melt into the floor. So now through this flow, letting go of any tension, we just move with complete softness. And take the hands out and up. As you exhale, fold down. And you can take your hands into your blocks or your books. Take an inhale, shine your heart forwards. And exhale, lower down. And maybe hands onto blocks. Root the right foot. Step the left foot back as far as it will go. Give it a little wiggle out and then pop the back knee down. If you need to pad this out as well, blankets could go underneath there. And just walk the blocks back if you're using them to frame the front foot. They can be at different heights. We shine the heart forwards. Asvasanchalanasana. This is horse rider's lunge. Heart forwards. Melt the shoulders away. Extend through that back leg. We're going to make sure that this front knee is over our front ankle, which I'm sure you all know. Gripping the floor with that front foot. When you're ready, move the blocks. And step this front foot back to meet the back leg. Find the knees down plank. Pull yourself forwards. Hands underneath the shoulders. And then lowering down. Let's lower down just one long line. So elbows straight back, push the feet into the floor. When you get here, let's take a baby cobra. So roll the shoulders. It's like you're trying to look over your blocks. Squeeze the elbows in, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Come back down. See if you can reverse your lower down. One long line. Almost. And then coming back up into downward facing dog. And take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then stepping your left foot forwards. Step your right foot forwards, nice and wide, either side of the hands. Sit the hips down, heels in, toes out. Find your Malasana squat, so heart forwards, hands into the heart space. Drop your chest down, find a forward fold. Lovely deep bend in the knees. Kind of like you're trying to connect your knees into your armpits. Find a little bit of resistance there. And then roll it all the way up to standing. Just keep the hands by the sides. Wiggle our feet a little bit closer in together. We'll take that again on the other side. Hands out and up. Exhale, hands down. Let's take a halfway lift. You could have a hold of your blocks or your books. Exhale back down. Stepping this time the right foot back. Wiggle it out. Pop the back knee down. We're finding your horse rider's lunge. Heart forwards. Drawing back through this back leg and your front knee is over your front ankle. If you need more space this side, that's fine. You can pop your blocks higher. Soften the shoulders. Moving the blocks forwards. And step your front foot back to meet the back leg. Curl forwards. As we repeat this time, you can either do exactly the same thing, or you can lower down chest and chin first. And then snake yourself forwards. We find our way into a cobra. Could be baby cobra, could be a little bit higher. Roll the shoulders away, elbows in. Deep breath in. This time, reverse straight away, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Heart back, deep breath out. Step your right foot forwards, and then your left foot forwards. Sit your hips down into Malasana. And as always with Malasana, your heels could be off of the floor. Let's drape the chest forwards, find that lovely deep forward fold. And then roll ourselves up to standing, hands by the sides. So as we repeat, maybe doing the same lunge as before with the blocks and the knee down, maybe changing it ever so slightly. So just bear with me, bear with yourselves, look after your own bodies. So back up to the top of the mat if we travel backwards. Hands by the sides. Softness, softness, softness. Deep breath in, hands out and up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale back down. Now root your right foot, step your left foot back. Wiggle it out, and you could pop the back knee down, or you can keep the back knee off. Could be blocks underneath the hands, but doesn't have to be. Heart forwards. Lengthen through that back leg. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Wherever you are, let's take an inhale and rise all the way up. Keep the hands by your sides for balance. Keep that front knee tracking over your front ankle. Push the back heel into an imaginary wall behind it, even if you've got your knee down on the floor. Deep breath in, hands up over the head. Find your energy. And also find your softness. If we wobble, if we sway, how can we recover from that? How can we become stronger? And just as we did standing, we'll take an inhale, take your hands wide out. As you exhale, give yourself a hug, right arm over left. Inhale, open. As you exhale, give yourself a hug, left arm over right. Inhale, open. And down. Lower that back knee if you haven't already. Step the front foot back. Let's take our vinyasa. Curl forwards, lower down. Maybe one long line, maybe chin and chest first. Snake forwards, rise up cobra. And backwards. Downward facing dog or child's pose if you wish. Let's take that all on the other side. So stepping the feet forwards, both feet up to the top of the mat. You can sit down into your Malasana squat, or if you want to stay high, you can bring the elbows to the thighs. Dropping forwards. Rising up, forward fold. Roll all the way up to standing, hands by your sides. Lovely, hands out and up. Diving down. Halfway lift. And back down. So let's keep our left foot where it is. Send our right foot back. You can use your blocks. Wiggle the back foot backwards. And make sure your front knee is over your front ankle, heart forwards. You can pop that back knee down if you want to as well. And sliding. Deep breath in as we rise up to standing in our lunge. You can have that back knee down, or you can decide to put it down now if you wish. Take the hands up over the head. And breathe. There's always one side that's slightly wobblier. I'm sure you can guess which one that is for me. It's this one. Take a deep breath in, open arms. As you exhale, hug left arm over right. Inhale, open arms. Exhale, right over left. Inhale up. And down. And this time, step your front foot back. Let's take a child's pose. So you can have feet together, knees apart. Any variation on child's pose that you know. But you could take a hold of the blocks in the hands and just take a lovely stretch into the chest. Maybe take the side of the face down to the floor if that's accessible. If you want to deepen that stretch further, bring your books or your blocks in closer. Elbows onto the books or the blocks. And reverse your Namaste behind your head. Just taking a moment to let it be here in your child's pose. Absorb all of the movements that we've just done. And then, when you're ready, walking your hands backwards. You can just come to sit up into hero's pose if this is comfortable, or swinging round to sit on your bum if it's not. Bring the hands to the thighs Another way to make hero pose a little bit more comfortable is to just bring a blanket or a pillow between the heels and the bum. So when you're ready, releasing your hero's pose, let's swing ourselves around to sit down on the sitting bones. Now, sending the feet straight out in front of you, bring your bolster underneath your knees, or your pillows underneath your knees. If you want that to be even higher, just stack it up even further. I'm going to take a lovely, relaxed, easy fold here. So sitting up nice and tall, gently pulling forwards, but then letting the spine naturally round. You can take the hands down. You could tap the chin in. Maybe you can bring the forehead down to the knees, or if you've got another pillow, you can bring a pillow on top and bring your head down onto the pillow. So just taking a moment to hug in, to tune inwards. Adjust the pose as and when you need. Coming back into the breath, just feeling yourself melting down with every out breath. Slowly releasing. And rising all the way up. And really enjoy the sensation of sitting up tall. And then opening the eyes, releasing your pillow, and then now what you take is completely up to you. So you might like to close off your practice here, or you might like to roll down and take a lovely deep shavasana, whatever's best for you. For now, thank you so much for practicing with me. I miss you all so much. I'm sending love and light your way. Namaste.